Rocking with pettyblog.com.
I can't be on the petty blog.
Petty and T. I was so dumb.
So they already know that I'm dropping the tea.
Why you think I'm doing this bullshit gossip blog anyway?
So let's get right into it, and in case you missed it, as many of you may have heard by now, the Girls Trip movie that came out in 2017 is coming back for the sequel, Girls Trip 2, and with all 4 of its original cast members. Queen Latifah, Jada Pinkett, Tiffany Haddish, and Regina Hall. And it will be filmed in Ghana.
Girls Trip 2 going to Ghana?
I gotta get my visas and everything together.
But a lot of fans are quite upset because they cannot believe that they would recast Tiffany Haddish after the sick controversy that she was involved in last year. And honestly, at the time, back in September, I started to cover the story, but I just couldn't do it and aborted mission midway. I just couldn't stomach it. And for those who may have missed that, let me quickly brief y'all on what happened and verbatim. Comedians Tiffany Haddish and Aries Spears have been accused of having groomed and molested 2 then minor siblings years ago. The complainants are referred to as Jane and John Doe in the suit, which states their names are being withheld to protect their privacy. According to the complaint, Jane and John Doe were 14 and 7 respectively when they alleged that Tiffany Haddish and Aries Spears had them partake in sexually suggestive videos on separate occasions in 2013 and 2014. Haddish and Spears called the allegations bogus and a shakedown respectively. According to the complaint, Haddish was a longtime family friend of the mother of the siblings who filed the lawsuit. Jane Doe was enrolled in a comedy camp in 2013 where Haddish was a guest speaker and told the then teen girl that she had a perfect role for her. The star allegedly drove the girl to a studio where she and Spears showed her a video of an older man and a college-age woman eating a sandwich simultaneously from either end while moaning and making actual noises as they both ate the sandwich in a manner that simulated the act of fellatio. Spears then told plaintiff Jane Doe that he wanted her to mimic what she had seen on the screen, including the noises precisely like what she heard throughout the video. Plaintiff Jane Doe, nervous and disgusted, didn't say anything until Haddish came into the room next to her and sat down. Haddish verbally explained what was expected of plaintiff Jane Doe and then showed plaintiff Jane Doe how to give fellatio. It's just so disgusting, y'all. Including movements, noises, moaning, and groaning. Physically, emotionally, and mentally uncomfortable, plaintiff Jane Doe mimicked the acts that Haddish and Spears wanted her to do so she could go home. Haddish allegedly then paid her $100 and sent her home according to the complaint. That is crazy. Mind you, it doesn't matter what Tiffany Haddish and Aries Spears says because there's actual video of what partook that day with these innocent kids. But thank God the footage has been removed and scraped from the internet. Thank you, Jesus. So unfortunately, I guess, but kind of fortunately, a lot of folks already saw the proof. So there's no, or maybe this, maybe that. And it was called through the pedal's eyes for crying out loud. So you know it was sick from the get-go. Like, how exactly could that have ever been funny or entertaining? And then to use actual kids instead of adults acting like they're kids shows y'all the sick state that these people were in. So I don't want to hear that this was pedo awareness, because they could have used adults if that was the case, okay? I'm just being real. And I do want to say that after the story blew up last year, Jane Doe dropped the case, which is probably why Aries Spears and Tiffany are still able to maneuver through these Hollywood streets. And where are their parents, right? Well, apparently their mother was close friends with Tiffany, so she never imagined that something like this was happening. And this is why when it comes to your kids, you can't trust nobody, because they will violate your trust once you trust them too much. I'm just saying. Like, it's literally no reason why innocent children should continuously be traumatized at the hands of those they trust, or those their parents trust. Like, this gotta stop. It's been happening for generations, and enough is enough. But yeah, so some believe that they dropped the case for safety, but even with that said, you can see why folks are upset that they are going to allow Tiffany back on the Girls Trip set, and more or less, fans want Tiffany replaced by comedian/actress JANELLE James.
The Uber and that with a male driver. Got fart every once in a while. Oh shit, that's me. I am so unrapeable.
They had things to say like Tiffany Haddish does not have to be in Girls Trip 2. I'm shocked they're including her, honestly. This person wrote, I am certain they can pull Girls Trip off without Tiffany Haddish, but I expect nothing more from Hollywood. This one wrote, damn, y'all really want JANELLE James to replace Tiffany on Girls Trip? This one said, I love JANELLE James just like everyone else, But to have her indiscriminately replace Tiffany Haddish in Girls Trip 2 is a whole different level of erasure. One black woman shouldn't just be swapped out for another like that. This one said, I wonder how Tiffany Haddish's involvement with Girls Trip 2 will affect the public's interest. They don't need to replace her with JANELLE JAMES though. JANELLE needs the opportunity to start her own line of entry into movies and not replace someone else in anything. Y'all really want to replace Tiffany Haddish in this movie? I think Girls Trip isn't Girls Trip without her, to be honest. This one wrote, I could care less about Girls Trip 2 movie, but if y'all want to cancel Tiffany Haddish for skit she did years ago, why don't cancel Kim Kardashian for promoting and working with the pedophile company? Don't take sides, be equal. Buying this white woman's products like nothing happened. This person wrote, y'all really want to replace Tiffany Haddish in Girls Trip after such an iconic scene? I didn't know you was the Golden Showers girl. That's my jam, watch this. Okay, Tiffany Haddish is doing Girls Trip 2. Miss Child Motation is funny. This one wrote, I understand y'all want them to write out Tiffany Haddish out of Girls Trip 2, but let's not forget she basically made the first movie funny. Tiffany Haddish carried Girls Trip, scandal or no scandal. They aren't leaving her out of the sequel. The next one says, they really trying to continue Girls Trip 2 with Tiffany Haddish like we didn't see the nasty video that she did with Aries Spears.
So nasty ass, dirty ass, nasty ass.
I mean, they were going and going and going, and some are even planning to start an actual petition for it to get Tiffany out of there. And I ain't gonna front like the movie didn't have me all the way in stitches, cause it was funny, but
That's gonna end up with a clap. You gonna mess around and get the clap, bitch.
cause it was funny, but after what I witnessed Tiffany partake in, I'm more than sure that I'm not going to see the second one if she's in it. Cause what the F? And yes, I know that is something that Tiffany did way before Girls Trip, you know, before she even blew up and had a career, so maybe her funds were low, and so low that she was just participating in anything, especially for opportunity, since Aries had a name at the time. But I don't care how hard you are on cash, certain things you just don't do, and you gotta put your foot down when you see it. Especially involving kids, they're off limits. But what are y'all thinking? We really want to know, so leave your thoughts below, and don't forget to like this video for more like it, subscribe to this channel to see our new uploads, and don't forget to hit that bell to join the notification gang. PettyBlog.com signing out.